Before the temples, before the thrones, before the glory, there was the sea. And the sea had a name the gods pretended to forget: Poseidon, before love, before light, before Olympus. He was silence, and in that silence, the sea roared. He wasn't born to rule with wisdom or kindness. He was born to remind the gods that fear, too, demands a temple. He was devoured by Kronos, and in the belly of time, he did not sleep. He heard the cries of his siblings, felt the choking terror of eternity. And there he became the ocean. Regurgitated by Zeus, he crashed onto the land like a wave against stone. He did not cry, did not scream. He simply walked, and wherever he walked, the earth broke open. The world had gained its deepest fracture, the sea. The world was divided. Zeus chose the sky, Hades the underworld, and Poseidon was left with what no one wanted, the depths. But he made the abyss his throne. His kingdom had no limits and no mercy. The sea drowned the proud. The trident did not bless. It pierced, it tore, it subdued. Poseidon did not protect sailors, he tested them, and those who failed sank into oblivion. When he desired, he took. Amphitrite fled, but the dolphins found her, and he made her queen of a realm no one asked for. With Demeter he became a stallion to take her. With Medusa he defiled Athena's temple. With nymphs he lay hidden in shadows. Poseidon was a god, but never divine. From his acts were born horrors: Scylla, cursed by Amphitrite; Pegasus, born of assault; Triton, the aberration; each descendant, a scar. Cassiopeia dared compare her daughter's beauty to that of the Nereids. Poseidon answered not with justice, but with vengeance. In the Trojan War he fought, but not for honor, for the fury of being forgotten. Poseidon served no alliances, he served only himself. When Minos broke his vow, Poseidon drove the queen mad. She fell in love with a bull. And from the womb of madness was born the Minotaur. When the gods mocked him, he challenged them. Poseidon and Apollo served the mortals, but Poseidon never forgot. The sea remembers. Temples were built in hope or in fear, because mortals knew, you do not love the sea, you survive it. They called him the Earth-shaker. With a thrust of his trident, the land would bleed, the sea would open in wrath, and fear would spread like salt on an open wound. Still, they called him God, not out of virtue. But because fear is a religion older than any altar, Poseidon was not worshipped, he was feared. Because of all the gods, he was the only one who never hid his true nature, cruel, tempestuous, untamed. Wherever Poseidon walked, the earth trembled. The sea receded, only to devour. He gave no warnings. He drowned. He was the abyss in flesh, the wet memory of punishment. He did not kneel. He accepted no prayers, because altars were built after the tragedies. No one spoke his name on clear days. But everyone whispered Poseidon when the tide swallowed the shore. He demanded no faith, he demanded respect. And when that failed, he sent not signs, but waves. When walls fell, men asked who threw the thunderbolt. When crops failed, they blamed the sun. But when cities sank, no one dared blame the sea, because they knew, even if they never said it, Poseidon doesn't rule by will. He rules by echo. The echo of thunder drowned by water. The echo of gods who forgot him. The echo of himself screaming in the deep where no one hears. What is born in the depths does not seek light, it seeks space. And when Olympus shrank that space, Poseidon didn't ask. He took. He doesn't want fire, nor temples. Poseidon wants the world to thirst. Only then will the gods know that absence can punish too. Atop the world they built Olympus, a palace of pride bathed in golden mist. There lived the chosen, where beauty was read as right, light mistaken for justice. And there, among laughter and immortality, there was never room for the god who came in soaked. Poseidon was not a lesser god. He was a brother, a warrior, a builder, but never one of them. He was tolerated. And those who are tolerated are the first to be forgotten. When Olympus debated glory, he spoke of boundaries. When they sought counsel, they listened to Apollo. When they sought strength, they used Poseidon. But they never sang his name. only during storms. Zeus called him brother, but never equal. And when Poseidon spoke of revolt, he didn't shout. He withdrew, and the seas stopped obeying. First the mortals felt it, then the gods, not because the sea didn't ask for space, but because it created distance, and his absence weighed more than his presence. Finally the gods understood. Poseidon did not become a threat. They created an enemy, not by confrontation, but by forgetting. And the sea does not shout, but when it roars, no one stands. In the end, what defines a god is not who praises him, but what remains when all else forgets. Poseidon was not loved, he was felt, and feeling is the cruelest form of remembering. The sea takes, but it does not always give back. Poseidon does not seek justice, he seeks balance. And balance never comes without weight. Mortals once forgot the sea, used it, violated it, named it, but never listened. Poseidon does not speak, he returns, and when the ocean returns, it will not come with waves. It will come with silence. The kind of silence that presses into bones, the kind that comes before extinction. Zeus had thunder, Hades had kingdoms, Poseidon had the pain of all things. He carried them, in his skin, in his heavy beard, in the silence between waves, and the world forgot him, as if gods only exist while they're useful. But the sea does not need belief, only space to exist, and when no prayers are left, when no altar stands, he will still be there, because Poseidon is not belief. He is memory, and what the sea takes, it may never return. If you still hear the sound of the waves, it's because he still allows it. But when the sea goes silent, it will not be the end of water. It will be the end of memory. Poseidon was not the god who chose glory. He was the god who embraced silence. And now, he decides what must rise and what must drown. If the sea answered you with silence, with force, or with fear, then you heard Poseidon. Comment below, I heard the sea go silent.